You have access to more information than ever, but you are likely seeing less of it. Not because it isn't available, but because something is filtering it first. Consider how you search for information today. Instead of reading through multiple sources, you often get a summarized answer, clean, structured, and immediate. It feels efficient, but that summary is a selection, and every selection excludes something. Now scale that process. AI systems are increasingly used to curate feeds, summarize articles, rank results, and generate responses. They decide what appears first, what gets condensed, what is left out, not with intention, but through design. This creates a subtle shift. In the past, people navigated information directly: search results, articles, raw data. Today, they increasingly interact with interpretations, outputs that have already been processed. At first, this looks like progress: less noise, faster answers, better organization. And in many cases, it is. AI systems reduce overload. They make complex information easier to access. But there is a trade-off. When information is filtered before it reaches you, your view becomes narrower. Not necessarily biased, but shaped. Consider a simple example. A news event happens. There are multiple perspectives, uncertainties, and evolving details. An AI system summarizes the situation into a few key points. The result is clear, but also simplified. The complexity does not disappear. It is compressed, and in that compression, some details are lost. Not because they are unimportant, but because they do not fit the structure of the summary. This matters because most people rely on these summaries. They rarely go back to the original sources. The summarized version becomes the primary version. Over time, this changes how information is consumed. Instead of exploring, people receive. Instead of comparing sources, they accept outputs. The process becomes passive. There is a reasonable counterargument. Some argue that this is simply a continuation of existing systems. Search engines already rank results. Social media already curates feeds. Editors have always selected what to publish. AI is just improving the process. That is partly true. Filtering information is not new, but the level of abstraction is changing. AI does not just rank or display information. It rewrites it. It generates new representations of existing content. This increases efficiency, but it also increases distance from the original source. You are not just seeing less, you're seeing something transformed. Another effect is consistency. If many people use similar AI systems, they may receive similar summaries, similar phrasing, similar framing, even if they start with different sources. This can lead to convergence, not because people agree, but because the system presents information in similar ways. The range of interpretations may narrow. There are also questions of visibility. Most users do not see how these systems make decisions, why certain information is included, why other parts are excluded. The process is opaque. This does not imply manipulation. In many cases, the systems are designed to be helpful, to prioritize relevance, clarity, and usefulness. But even neutral systems make choices, and those choices shape perception. Second-order effects can emerge. If people rely heavily on summarized information, their ability to evaluate raw sources may decline. Critical reading becomes less frequent. Cross-checking becomes less common. At the same time, the volume of information continues to grow, which makes reliance on filtering systems even more likely. The system becomes necessary, not optional. There is also a speed factor. AI systems deliver answers instantly. That encourages quick consumption, less time for reflection, less time for comparison. In fast-moving situations, this can be especially important. During crises, markets, or major events, people rely on rapid updates. If those updates are filtered and summarized, early interpretations can shape understanding before more complete information is available. None of this means that AI systems provide incorrect information. Often they improve clarity and reduce confusion, but they change the path between source and understanding. And that path matters, because how information is presented influences how it is interpreted. The shift is not from information to misinformation. It is from direct access to mediated access. In a mediated system, the question is not only what information exists, it is what information reaches you, and in what form. As AI becomes more integrated into information systems, this dynamic may become more pronounced. People will continue to benefit from faster, clearer access, but they may also become more dependent on systems they do not fully see. The result is not necessarily less knowledge, but a different kind of knowledge, more structured, more summarized, more filtered. And that raises a simple question, not whether the information is available, but whether you are seeing the full picture, or just the version that was prepared for you.